I don't have any idea whether this is working or not. Let me see. See if I can put this banner down there. It's way too big, but I'll leave it there for a while. Now, let me see. How do I invite? Here we go. Here's invite. And Gmail. And I'll try sending this to Rob again. 741. 741. And I will send, I'll put my name on here so he knows it's not bogus or something. Stand by, you're not seeing what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Okay, sent. So that's sent. So let me go back to my, whoops, I went to the wrong place. Close that, get out of my way. Hi, Annie. It's one of my cats that loves to sit on my desk when I'm doing stuff on my computer. Anyway, boy, my throat. Anyway, as some of you know, YouTube Hangouts on the Air option, which I used quite often to invite people to be on my shows, as of August 1st, is gone. I guess it took a lot of computer power on their end to do that because most of it was done on their end. So I've been looking for a replacement. And I saw a couple of videos when I did search for Hangouts on the Air replacement on YouTube. And a couple of people are using this StreamYard. This is the free version, which means you get this logo up here. I don't know if my cursor shows up or not. I really don't know what is really going on in this software. This is the first time I've tried it. But the two other people I saw that were using it, it looked like a fairly good replacement for Hangouts on the Air. And of course, there's a learning curve. Now, the big thing that I hope I can get working is inviting guests like Rob on 741 channel. And so I did that. I started this and I invite him. I don't know whether he's available or not. Probably not, but I thought I'd try somebody. I noticed one, let's see, where is it? I don't want to review banner. Let's turn that off. I'm going to review. Oh, I got a comment. Okay, the only trouble is I can't read the whole comment. Okay, Tom Murden said, quick question, did you get any input on the, and that's all I see. Oh, it's down in the second part, mini whip active antenna. No, I didn't really. There is a bunch of options out there for those mini whips. And as far as I know there's some ones that been out for a while and they're pretty good, but they're quite expensive. And then now, that show I did is there's a whole bunch on eBay from Japan and China, which I have no idea whether they're any good. So I'm still tracking that stuff to see if that's going to be a viable option. All right. Let's see what else I see. Oh, okay. I got this banner. That's an option, this banner on the bottom. But I can't change the font. So let me see if I can figure out how to get rid of it. Just too big. Hide. Okay, hide. I'm learning how to use this. Whoops. Take the camera. There's Annie taking a nap on my computer table, desk. So the question is this going to be a viable replacement for Hangouts on the air. Now, like I say, the free version, which is what I'm using, of course, you have to allow this advertisement right here. But it's kind of out of the way, so it's not too bad. I don't know what it costs to get rid of this. I think it's by the month payment, which I don't really want to get into having to pay for by the month because I don't do that many Hangouts on the air. I maybe do one every couple of months, depending on whether I can get somebody um, to come on my show and talk about those. Let me go back to comments. But I do have, there's Jeff King. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? One first thing I noticed that I like about this is I can see the comments on the same screen as the broadcast studio, which Hangouts it had that option, but it never worked properly. So that's a plus. Um, I don't have any indication once I've started a broadcast of the audio level. So if I accidentally move away from the microphone, I don't know that. Matter of fact, that's a question to Tom and Jeff. How's the audio? This is all done via a website called StreamYard. So therefore, it doesn't tax your computer as much as if you were doing it via like OBS software. OBS software, you're doing streaming, but it's all controlled and all the work is done on your computer. So you have to have a pretty good computer. So much for that. Okay, we do have another thing I noticed up in the, again, I'm looking at the studio page. Um, I have an indication that I have 6 watchers at this time. Oh, thanks, Jeff. So the audio is working. And it also tells me how long I've been live, which is right now a little over 7 minutes. And I did notice in or on the web page where I'm broadcasting, I didn't see any way of controlling the camera. And when I first started this as a test run a few minutes ago, the camera was out of focus because the webcam software from Logitech, the last time I used it, it was on fixed focus and I had it at a different focal length. So I was able, and that's running right now, I am able to run that software at the same time and control the camera. So like right now, let's see if I can do it. Again, this is all just testing. So it says the camera is already in use, so you can't use it, but it does appear I can control it. So we change the focus here, and you can see it's out of focus now. And if I change it back, well, there we go, back in focus. I don't know if autofocus works very good. Let me try it. So now I'm in autofocus. Yeah, autofocus is working. Usually with this Logitech camera, the autofocus doesn't work that well. It takes it a long time to respond. So I normally use, which I'm going to do right now, manual focus. We got, and it doesn't, I don't know, let me get this out of the way so I can see the chat. Uh, oh, I can even put, oh, that's cool. I can put the comment on the screen. Oh, that's cool. That's a feature that I didn't know. Oh, there's 740. Oh no. Yeah, there's 7. It says add 741 to the stream. Hey, hey, Rob, you need to turn your audio down so I don't get feedback. But Your audio is there. I don't see your camera. And I'll shut up so you can say something, Rob. Nope, I don't hear your audio either. Let's see. I see a symbol where it's muted. Oh,
Okay.
there we
I don't know
go.
if this is working, Tom, but I'm hearing two audio streams at the same time. And it's getting real confusing here with this thing.
Yeah, you'll have to turn the audio down on YouTube.
Ah, I forgot I had that open.
Yeah, you'll have to turn the audio.
Whoops. All right, now I can't hear anything.
It's because I wasn't saying anything.
Oh. Boy, you'll have to forgive me. We just we had my nieces over last night, so it was kind of a crazy night. They're still upstairs jumping around, so.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. I was surprised that I could catch you and if it would even work.
All right, let me try the camera now.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
Hey, that's pretty neat.
Cool. And I can move you around. There's a couple options which I haven't tried. Let me try it, see if I can screw up something. Okay, there's side by. And then I can do, if I have more than two people, can do that.
Oh, wow. This is pretty neat.
Yeah, I am totally surprised. And then we can go back to side by side. And or we can go full screen side by side.
Oh, wow. It looks like we can do a screen share as well.
There's a couple more options.
Yeah, there's a button down there for that.
Yep. Share screen. Okay. Share the screen to see how this layout looks. Okay, but how do I share a screen? Okay, that's well, oh, it's down here in the bottom. Share screen is easiest with two monitors. Well, I don't have two monitors hooked up. A bunch of tips. Okay, share screen. Share your screen, the entire screen. Yeah, why not? We're just testing here. Okay, there's a little, what I'm seeing is a little window of my screen. It's not full size. Now there's two more options. There's this option with multiple invites and screen share. So I got me. Can you see my cursor?
I can see your cursor. I can see, it's got that mirror effect like we normally see with OBS.
Yeah. So I've got me, I've got you, and the screen share. And the screen share is not full screen. I don't know how I can get full screen. And then there's one more option, which is screen share only.
That would probably do it.
There we go.
And then if you minimize your browser, then you should be able to see.
Let me do that temporarily. Now I don't see anything because I lost.
Yeah, but I can see your desktop, but you can't see the thing.
I can't see the feed now. So let's see how to go back.
Monitors for that.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go back to here. All right. So it works.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's got a little more control than the old Hangouts too.
Yes. Well, it seems to have some things that the Hangouts had but didn't work.
Oh, there you go.
I never could get Hangouts chat to work. I always had to put chat in a separate computer or window. But this one, the chat's easy for me to read, and it's pretty much up to speed. I don't know if you saw it before. You can add banners. I'll just turn that on. I'll turn that on temporarily. There you go.
I got to. Okay. I see the banner now. I want to put.
I'm gonna turn it off or hide it.
Put that. Okay, so now I put YouTube on my other screen so I can see the actual feed now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there are people chatting. I couldn't see that without YouTube up.
Oh, you couldn't?
Nope.
Dear, I don't know what your screen looks like, but on my screen, this is the studio screen. On the very right-hand side, there are a couple options. And the top one is comments. And so I have to click on that to see the comments.
Yeah, I don't have that. You must only have that because you're the host.
Okay. Yeah, so far I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm glad I saw your email here. I needed an excuse to hide from the girls here for a few minutes.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out.
Yeah, right.
And Rob just did a show on the new option on SDR Uno using the SDR Duo called what's it called?
Diversity receiving.
The what?
Diversity receiving.
Yeah, diversity, right. And so I wanted to do a show with that on that subject with Rob. So in the near future, now that he's an expert on it,
Far from it.
we can do some testing on our two duo radios and the show he did. And you need to go back and see his show as you hey, I see your banner there. It's
I
7.
didn't put that there. Oh, maybe when I came in
Maybe that's just your name when I did the invite.
yeah, I don't remember.
I think that's it, because one of the videos I watched about using this, when people were invited, it showed their channel name. No, it showed their name, but in this case, their email name, and in this case, it's your email name, 741.
Oh, okay.
Came from.
That makes sense.
So now I can see the comments without having to use my computer across the room or asking you to do it, and see what the latest comment was.
When I first came in, I was seeing them, but I'm not. Well, I think that's because I had YouTube on and wasn't
Yeah.
really up to speed here.
Okay, we got a comment. I recently purchased the Texan S2000 that was in your video. Actually, mine's not the 2000, but it's the one that came before it that just like it. FB radio is the best. It is okay to write in Google translations. I'm not sure what FB radio means, but apparently Google Translations is working good if that's what you're doing. Because he's in Japan.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even know that you could do that. I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah.
And I think it said for the free version, which is what I'm using, you have to have their little logo up there in the right-hand corner.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's okay.
It's small, and you can only invite up to 5 people. I never invite more than one, so that's no problem.
Sure, fine.
So all in all, let me see what else is here. I got a private chat. Let me go check and see what that little button does.
That was from me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Some other feature I didn't have in Hangouts.
Yeah, that's good.
But
You can communicate with your guest without going through the regular chat if you want to.
yeah. And then without saying anything on the air.
Yeah,
That's,
right. Well, let him know that get food on his shirt or something.
let me just try it here. Um, okay, I sent you a response.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, that seems to work.
That works. Well, let's see what else. Today we tried that and that and that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I still have an indication that it's sharing my screen, but I haven't selected that.
Uh-oh, I got company.
Okay, I really appreciate you coming by.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? All right, I'm gonna drop off, Tom.
All
I'll
right.
catch you later.
Okay.
We'll play with this another time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
See
Bye
you
bye.
later.
Well, that worked out good. Let me just go back to me on my camera. My cat is still sleeping here. um, I'm amazing. The two videos I watched, the people said this was really easy to set up and it worked pretty good. And I kind of have to agree with them. The one thing that was a little scary is, again, I'm running this studio called StreamYard on the internet. And in order to get it to work, you have to, which makes sense, you have to give it permission to use your YouTube channel. That's the only way it can stream to YouTube live. So I was a little antsy about that. And I thought, well, I really want to get some kind of hangout on the air again. I tried the YouTube streaming and it didn't work very well. That's probably because of the computer I'm using right now is not that powerful. That's probably the reason. So again, I'm just babbling because I'm testing this replacement for YouTube's Hangout on the Air, which as of August 1st is gone. I don't know. It's a shame because I really liked it. It was easy to use. I could record videos for up to 8 hours. Probably, I don't know if there's any limit here either. Maybe it's still limited by what YouTube allows. But as you can see, or saw, uh, I, I sent an invite to Rob and he got the invite and he clicked on the link and I saw him on my lower screen here and I said, okay, accept him or whatever. And boom, there he was. So that's basically how Hangouts work. Very easy. So I think we have a way of doing Hangouts and again, and I'd like to do Hangouts with more people. I did a show a couple of shows ago with Scott up in Canada who knows about those old radios, and we typically did it via a Hangout. And that's when I discovered this was last week. This when I discovered Hangouts were no more, so we couldn't do it. And at that time, I didn't have a replacement. So Scott just sent me his comments, and I did a show by myself. So now um, I'm going to do another test offline with Scott and see if he can log in, and then that it would be working again, hopefully. And then in future times when I have radios that he's more knowledgeable of than me, I can have him on a replacement YouTube Hangout via StreamYard. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I think I've tested about everything I can test. Let me see what's over here on the right-hand side. I got comments I can see, or I can have a banner, which I had on for a second. Turn that on. The only problem is with the banner is I can't change the font. So, or the look and feel of this. So it's kind of big. Um, don't particularly like the color scheme with the white on gray. I like to really just have the text in no background. There was, I'm trying to see if there's, and we hide it first. And there is edit. And you can edit the text, and you can have 120 characters. I wonder if I created a bunch of blanks that it would, in order to get it on the screen, would be a smaller font automatically. Let me just do that. I'm just going to put a bunch of stars. And I'm going to use the full 120 characters. Maybe it's 2 lines, 3 lines, 120 characters. Again, I'm just testing, so there's nothing really exciting here. Okay, I'm going to save, and then I'm going to show. That was right. Oh, it did make it smaller, but then I got 3 lines, which I didn't want. Yeah, I'll have to experiment with that. We turn that off for now. Hide. Go back to comments. Okay, no new comments, and we have 6 viewers. Again, this is just a test. It was not scheduled. You can also schedule a Hangout with this software. Not sure how that works. I could try that later. Brand, see what that is. Oh, okay, you could put, overlay. Okay, a background. Show display names. That's if you have more than one display. Theme. Okay, I don't know how you enable these. Oh, that's probably because it's showing this logo up here, and that's probably the brand, and you probably can't change it unless you have the paid version. I'm guessing that. Yeah. No, maybe not. Customize your logo. Oh, yeah. See what you get by upgrading. Okay. That's an option you don't have in the free one. And then we had private chat. And then we go, oh, I got to, oh, it gives me a red number when I have a new comment, which is, where is it? Hamred. Oops. Oh, the Texan radio that I recommend. I typically don't recommend radios because I just give you, a review. And the reason I don't typically recommend is because your needs in a radio could be completely different than mine. Also, what I've learned over the years is radios from China vary from in quality from radio to radio. So might review a radio and it works fantastic, and then you buy one and it doesn't work too good. An example, the Texan PL 880. The first one I got had all kinds of problems. Half the features weren't even documented because they weren't finished. I sent that back. I had a lot of trouble returning it. I waited for a while, about 3 months. I got the next version of the same radio. It was better, but it still had problems with like single sideband. And I don't know if subsequently they have come out with another version that's fixed that problem. I don't know. So if you saw my first 2 radios, you would say, he's saying don't get this radio because it's got problems. And that might be misleading because maybe later they fix the problems. The other problem is the quality control on Chinese radios is marginal. So I could get a radio, and typically it says with tongue in cheek, um, when a seller sends me a radio to review, typically what they will do is check out the radio and make sure it's a good radio. And therefore, I won't have any problems. If I buy a radio, I'm just like everybody else. I could get a bad one. And they do vary from radio to radio. The beauty of buying radios on Amazon as opposed to eBay, you can easily return them. I've returned probably of all the 200 or 300 radios or gadgets I bought from Amazon, I probably have returned a half a dozen things because they just didn't work. And it's very easy to do. You just put it back in the box. You go online, they give you a mailer to pay for the shipping. You take it down to UPS, boom, UPS checks it in. By the time you get back home, you've gotten a credit. So I try to get, even though I pay more, I try to get my radios off of Amazon versus eBay. And like I say, that's not to say that you won't get a good one off of eBay. Just it's a little risky. So I would say the Texan 750, the one I got probably, oh gosh, been 3 or 4 years ago now, has worked flawlessly for me. I have seen videos on YouTube of other people that theirs had a problem. So, and again, I bought, or actually, someone bought for me that radio off of Amazon. Now, that particular radio, because it's a good radio and a lot of people like it, the price has doubled. When I got it, it was selling for about $235. Now it's close to $300. So, I don't know. Also, for the most part, you can believe the reviews on Amazon. For the most part, you have to again kind of treat them with a grain of salt. All right, I think that answers that question. Over answers it or whatever. Anyway, I think I'm losing my voice, and I think I've tried all the options. Let me look around here, see if I see any options. We did screen share, settings. No, that's all the settings you do before you start as far as microphone and camera and all that stuff. Invite, I did invite. Having issues, nope. I can mute or stop my camera. And I think that's about it. Here is an option that I tried briefly, which it doesn't seem to do anything, but the icon, because these are just icons, there's no text under what this option is. It shows it a side by side with a screen next to it. Now, what I'm thinking, because it did mention something when I tried a different option, that the screen share is of a second monitor, which I don't have set up right here. So I got to consider if I want to do that. I can go to full screen share, which that didn't seem to do anything either. It's interesting. I don't know what's happening on your end, but I'm still seeing my camera. I'm not seeing my desktop when I selected screen share. So I'm not sure, because it did show it before, but it's not showing it now. And I'm gonna put myself a voice note here at 34 minutes and 39 seconds. I did a screen share, and it doesn't show up on my studio image of the screen share. So I don't know why that's not working, or I'm not seeing anything. So let me go back to, I'm just going to go through, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. There's just my camera. There's my camera plus a guest. And maybe that's, I can't believe you have to have a guest to do a screen share. But I'm not seeing the screen share come up. I'm not sure why. Hey, Terry. I'm just testing this StreamYard, which is a replacement for YouTube's Hangout on the Air, which went away August 1st. And I'm learning how to use it. Right now, I'm kind of stuck because I've selected screen share, and it, at least what I'm seeing, is not sharing the screen. So I don't know what that's all about. Don't know why that went away. Let me, what is this up here? Okay. Well, I don't understand that, so that's something that I have. There is a thing I can click on having issues. Let me try that. So that's probably going to open. Yeah, it didn't open anything. Oh, here it is. How can I help? Um, yeah, I got a little window for, I guess, chatting to the makers of StreamYard. And I'm going to type in can't see screen share. Oops, no, I didn't type very well. Guess it doesn't matter, close enough. Okay, I'm going to send that and see what happens. Again, thank you for a message. We're away and respond later. Okay, back at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Well, that's about 3 hours from now. All right, let's close that down. Okay. Yeah, Terry, I had gotten a notification a couple of months ago that I was going away at end of the year. And then I tried to do a hangout this past week with Scott, and I couldn't find Hangout on the Air on YouTube. All I could find was streaming on YouTube, and I couldn't, it wasn't easy to set up, so we gave up. And I did the show by myself. So this week I've been looking for an alternative, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos for alternatives to Hangouts, and I found a couple on this StreamYard. And the couple of videos I watched, the people liked it, said it was very much like Hangouts on the Air, a little better in some aspects. And it was free. There was a free version, which I'm using, and that free version gives you this logo up here in the upper right-hand corner, plus a couple of the features are not available. So this morning I thought I'd try it, and so far it's working, except for earlier when Rob was on 741, I could share my screen, but now I can't seem to share my screen, that's not too good. I want to be able to share my screen so that I can show you while I'm streaming a web page or something like that. And right now it worked with Rob on, and now it's not working. Don't know why. Okay. So one of my cats, this is Annie. She's here helping me like she likes to do. So that's all I've got set up right now. Um, oh, Terry, I don't know if there is a timeout for the free version. I don't know. I have been in, there's a whole bunch of things I don't know. Um, I have been recording for 40 minutes and I got no indication of a timeout. Now with Hangouts, the maximum was 8 hours, which is plenty. The other thing I don't have, which I had on Hangouts, is when I'm doing the broadcast, I have I can't find any indication of my audio level. So I could, move away from the mic and you can't hear me and I wouldn't know it. Hangouts had a little bar at the bottom that would show you the audio level. When you're setting things up, um, you can test the microphone level. But then once you start, that screen goes away. One thing that is working I couldn't get to work on Hangouts is comments. I could not get comments to show up properly on Hangouts, so I would have to go across my office and set up another computer that was watching my stream and turn the audio off so it didn't give me feedback and see comments there. Here, I can actually see comments on the same screen that I'm doing the broadcast. Okay, I got a little pop-up here. Let's see what it says. Oh, that was the question. There's one of the options is having issues, and you can open a chat with the author. And of course, he's out in California, so it says he's not available. No big deal. Let's see what else. So I don't know. I'll have to do some more investigation. I haven't read any of the documentation for this program. I just thought I'd jump in and see what it was like. And then if it seemed to work, then I would start doing my homework and read some of the documentation or watch some more videos of other YouTubers using it and their comments. So screen share is not working. So I'm assuming that what you're seeing right now is still my camera, even though I don't have that selected. I don't know why. Maybe, well, that's strange because when I had Rob on earlier, I clicked on screen sharing and it showed my screen, which is what I wanted. Now I can't seem to pick it. Let me try there's another option down on the bottom here, share screen. Maybe that's what I did. Okay, don't show these tips again. Yes. Entire screen, yeah. Share. Voila. Now it's working. Okay, now I can select. This is the side by side. So I've got my camera and my desktop here. And so I'm going to select the full screen, desktop only. Boom. Okay, so so you have to go to the bottom menu and select screen share, and then it's working. Okay. So so let me, if I hide my Chrome browser, then you should be able to see my screen. There, I can't see anything, but you should be able to see my screen. You open back up my browser, and I'll stop sharing, and back to my camera. Oh, that's cool, that works. That works. Okay, I think I've rambled enough. I think I've tested, I'm trying to think of any other feature I would test. I tested invite, that worked with Rob. And that's about it. Yeah. So I think I'm going to call it quits If you're watching this after I've recorded it, if it does get recorded on YouTube, please leave a comment about the video or the audio. As I said before, I can't control the video within this program. Again, this is a website program. It's not a program on my computer. But I can open up my Logitech webcam software and control it manually. So that's it. There's no more comments. We're going to wrap this up. Thank everybody for stopping by. And I'm going to have to go get something to drink because I'm losing my voice. Bye-bye. End of broadcast.